tried to get away. Please know I tried. I tried, but I failed. Just know, I love you.
Welcome to NocBro Nation.
Welcome back, guys. Jarrell here.
And I'm Josh, and today we're here to talk about Rick Grimes. Will he ever return to the dark side?
The dark side. Ricktatorship 2.0.
Yeah, guys,
yeah,
we
man.
all know what this is. This is, Rick just honing in, going crazy type deal. Like he said, Ricktatorship 2.
Yeah, so basically what this is going off of is there's some kind of parallels in what we've seen in the Ones Who Live teaser. So there's one shot of Rick leaned up against a brick wall, blood all over his face, and you see this just dead, just minister look on his face. Now, it's very similar to what we saw in season 4 after Rick bit Joe's throat for, after saving Michonne and Carl, where he was sitting up against the car, blood all over his mouth, and he just had a deadening look on his face.
Top 10 favorite moment for me.
I love that, but what my other favorite moment was when he absolutely destroyed what's his face, the cannibal. In the church.
Dude. Oh. So those are the moments that we're talking about, right? Like,
yeah.
The way that he's looking at Gareth.
Yeah.
The way that he's looking at Gareth and just his eyes are on him the whole time, and the way that he's looking at him and the way that he's talking to him, like the favorite line there is, you'd cross someone's path.
Yeah.
It was just cold. And that's the thing, like this cold look, this ruthlessness from Rick that comes out.
Do we think we're going to see that in the Ones Who Live? And I actually believe we will, because think about it. He's been captured for about 10 years now. Who knows how many times he's tried to escape. He's learning about the CRM, seeing how evil they can become, forcing him, what we've seen in the trailers, that he's working in these culling facilities, draw in walkers and just kill them all day. He's going to snap. And eventually I think he is going to turn back to that route, because that's going to force him to be able to get out, but he's probably going to also have the memory of somebody in his head from before.
Yes. And so we have to think of what was Rick's last moments before getting caught, and one of the last moments that we got from him was a hallucination of him talking to his past friend Shane.
In that
and
car.
Shane, gosh, that scene was amazing. There's something about Berthol.
Berthol's the shit.
Yeah, dude.
He's so good.
But Shane's telling him, there's been moments where you've gone to that side and you've used that rage, and that's what I need from you right now, is to use that rage to get through what he was going through with the injury and death.
The only way this gets done, Rick, I want you to think about how you bit that piece of shit's throat out. Asshole in the church with the red machete. That is what I'm talking about. That's the shit that I need from you, that I always knew you had in you. I knew you had it in you, Rick. Kneel down. Dig deep. Find it, Rick. The rage, the hatred, find it. The loyalty is in there. Find it. It's in there, Rick.
He was on death's door.
Yeah.
And he had to get to that rage. And that's the last moment, one of the last moments that he has in his memory before going to this facility.
Shane was basically saying that, in a way, that the best, he was basically saying that Rick's best was when he used that rage.
And mimicked him.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
You use that rage to survive and to get shit done. You need to, I love Berthol. He's like, you need to bring that out. He's like, you gotta bring that out, Rick.
The way that was done.
So good.
Yeah.
So
but that's what we're talking about. And so that's the last memory he has before he goes to this facility. And he wants out. We've seen that he wants out.
Yeah.
I suspect we're going to get that. And we've even seen shots in the trailer of him literally screaming, looking crazy. The shot up against the wall, like I mentioned. We've seen others where he's, it's
he's probably killing tons of walkers at the culling facility, or maybe people. Who knows? We'll have to wait.
Look,
but there's a lot of rage shots that we've seen, blood all over his face. So I think he's just going to go ham on people.
So this is not a spoiler.
No,
by any means. I have not heard anything about this.
No.
We've talked about it on a previous video where it looks like one of his hands is gone.
A lot of people have been saying it in the comments too, that they have. It's really weird that they're almost hiding showing his left hand. There's a lot of shots where you're not showing his left hand. Now, in the one shot that we've seen, kind of where he's like fighting these firewalkers with the red lights behind him, you can his hand is positioned in a weird way, but you can see that he has like a chain on it, like he broke, maybe handcuffs or he had a chain on it. But there was another shot
of the opposite hand.
There was like that one shot where he's where it's all red, the silhouette of him.
Yes.
His left hand looked weird, and it
so
could be the shot, but
it would not surprise me if that rage causes him to literally cut his hand off to get out of restraints.
Yeah.
That's the rage that we're talking about.
Yeah.
And it would not surprise me if he does it. My question is, do you think he does it?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't want to see it.
Yeah, guys. So, spoiler warning in a sense for those who haven't read the comic books, but it's been so long. Yeah. So Rick Grimes does lose his hand in the comic books. Now, they almost did that in the show multiple times.
God, it was ridiculous.
They almost had Negan cut it off. They
Twice.
almost had twice. They almost did it in the show, but we were like, no, they're not going to do it. Then there's a lot of rumors coming out because of the whole left hand thing. Like, we haven't seen it a lot. Could they do it now in The Ones Who Live? Kind of going off of your theory of maybe he does it to break out of restraints to escape. Could I see it happening? Yes.
This is a guy that is willing to do anything, and he's shown it before. To get back to his loved ones.
Yeah.
If he thinks that that's going to make that attempt successful, he absolutely would do that.
Or do you think, if it's not going to be that, do you think that he gets bit on his hand and he has to cut it off?
At this point, I don't want that.
You don't want
At this point, I don't want someone else doing it.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't want him getting bit. Right?
We've already seen plenty of people lose their arms because they got bit.
Yeah.
So.
and we've already seen, that scene belongs to someone else. Yeah. And to do it now, at this point, it would be ridiculous.
Yeah. I could see him cutting it off, like to maybe there's maybe the CRM forces him in this weird situation, like this evil situation where they chained him up, one arm, and they're bringing in all these walkers from the culling facility and forcing him to fight. And he's fighting off all these walkers for so many minutes, and then he's just like, you know what? Fuck it. Cuts it off and just tries to dip out.
I see it more as an opportunity where, we probably open up this series with him restrained, or he's been restrained for so many years, right? And he's absolutely never had an opportunity to get out. Mm-hmm. And he finally sees an opportunity to do it. Yeah. And the only way to do it is to cut that hand off. Mm-hmm. That's kind of where I'm seeing it.
Brutal.
And that moment is probably where we'll get a scene where he finally does escape.
That'll be like the end.
That'll be the escape scene.
The escape scene, yeah. Towards the end, yeah.
Again, don't know if it's going to happen. I'm just saying that rage, wouldn't be surprised if it happens. Wouldn't even be surprised if the blood on his face is probably from his arm.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, guys, it's gonna be really good. And like we said, I think he's gonna tunnel that rage, because, I mean, just imagine being, yes, you were brought there to save your life, and after the first maybe couple years, life was good. He was seeing CRM, seeing a very prominent city, and then as the more he's there, he starts digging into it deeper, seeing the underbelly of what they're doing, the evilness of what they're doing, why he cannot leave and go back home. And that's just going to build up for years and years and years, to the point to where this show is going to be. And we're going to see the culmination of him saying, just, I'm done. I need to get out.
Do you think he finds out about Omaha?
Oh, from the World Beyond stuff? It would be cool if something was mentioned, because it would show him that
CRM that this is truly not a good people.
Yes. CRM is willing to wipe out an entire city because they felt they were a threat. And they completely wiped them out.
You know, obviously we haven't seen anything. You know, my biggest thing is like he's going to see things in the culling facility that make him believe that this isn't good people. But like, is that enough for him to truly say, the people that saved my life, yes, there's some bad people in here, but as a whole, is CRM terrible? Or does he need literal evidence of that? Like,
well, I don't
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's going to be... Not to say that he couldn't, like, I don't think he's going to be restricted to the culling facility. That's where they work to pull in the walkers. He could still be within the city and still be learning. I don't think so. And still be learning a lot.
Because the culling facility that we saw from
World Beyond.
Yeah, but what character? Silas,
yeah.
They were staying in that.
Yeah, I mean, they were living there, yeah.
They were living
there.
They
were there, yeah. Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be in the city.
Well... Yeah, I don't know. I haven't, like, again, we don't look for, you know, behind the scenes and leaked stuff.
We know nothing.
I mean, it's just like, who knows? I mean, he could be restricted to there. Maybe we'll see some early stuff where he is in the city, and then because he's trying to escape,
that's what I'm looking forward to the most. Give me scenes of him being flown in.
Yeah.
Give me Jadis is going to be in it. We know that.
Yeah, Jadis is going to be in it. Yeah.
So give me the scene where she shows up with Rick. I think save his life.
I think they will. They not that they have to, but I think it's good for the story to start that way.
Dude, what if they opened it up with him in a hospital bed exactly how they opened up the show?
The show? Yeah.
But the hospital bed is him in CR. How freaking trippy would that be?
Yeah.
That'd be Second time in his life, he opens up in a hospital bed, wakes up in somewhere he has no idea what's going on.
Well, he would have, if they did that, that would have been the first part of the shooting, because he would have to have his big beard and his short hair.
They have to do that.
And now we've seen him with kind of a lighter beard and even lighter hair, you know, fuller hair. But yeah, they have to do that. They have to kind of show him being flown in, saved by Jadis. Jadis kind of giving, you know, talking to either General Beale or someone else, saying, yes, he is a B. He will be beneficial to our cause, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So yeah, they have to do it.
Dude, they have to do it. He wakes up and it's a hallucination of like Carl.
He's in Alexandria thinking or something? Yeah.
No, just in a hospital bed.
Just in a hospital bed, yeah.
But completely opposite of what he obviously went through when we opened up the series. When we opened up the series, he wakes up and there's nothing.
Oh, dude, you know what's going to happen?
He's going to wake up and everyone's going to be there.
So what I kind of envision is like what he had an hallucination when he was dying that he was in. Remember, he was in the hospital bed.
Yeah, that's right. Helicopters.
The helicopters came in. So I'm thinking like when they bring him in now, he's going to wake up in the hospital bed. He's going to be looking around, kind of being a little bit eerie from when he first began.
Like,
he's going to look out. He's going to look out the window, see this massive city, and yeah, they're going to have some helicopters flying over, dude. He's going to be like, "Bro, where am I?"
Yeah.
And then we see Jadis walk in. Hello, Rick. But you're not Rick here.
God, I hope they give that shit.
Oh, they got to do it. Yeah. So once again, guys, we're super excited for the series, and we do think that his rage is going to come full throttle. I think it's going to come out. We'll have to find out, if he is going to lose his hand, because they've some weird shots that they just haven't shown his left hand, which is strange. And yeah, I think we can't wait. Fucking can't wait.
I know, dude.
It's going to be so good. So once again, let us know your thoughts on this in the comments. Like, subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next one. I'm Jarrell.
I'm Josh.
We're NocBro Nation.
We're out.